Welcome, Aries. This is going to be your reading for the second half of March 2020. And I'm going to use the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle by Alana Fairchild, as well as pull a tarot spread. But first, let's pull an oracle for Aries for the last part of March. And actually, it's your birthday month, isn't it, Aries? Happy birthday. And half for Aries. Fearless. That is a very interesting card for right now when there is a ton of fear being churned into our reality. Let's see, number 14. How can we be fearless? It says, now is your time to leap. Put the past behind you. Do not hesitate. Do not fear. You don't need to know how it is all going to work out in order for everything to work out perfectly, according to my greater plan for you. This is not a time for small, tentative steps. This is the time for a big gesture, to take a chance, to be bold. So take a running leap with your eye only on where you are going. Your body will trust you, and I will protect and guide you. Let us leap together, fearlessly, into the unfolding future of your divine destiny. It will be a wild ride. Interesting. So the messages in this book are pretty long. This one's actually not that bad, but the healing process looks long. But I may read it at the end of your tarot. And let's put fearless here. So there's a difference between being fearless and showing caution right now. I feel guided to say that. Yes, we have the Hermit, and that's sort of a confirmation to go to stay indoors, to take this time to spend looking at your internal landscape rather than going out and exploring the external landscape. And I guess that can be scarier than anything else, which could be what's bringing up this fearless card is spend some time going within. It takes a lot of bravery to do that. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man and the Seven of Pentacles. So more of staying put, not moving, and you're going to reap the benefits of not acting, allowing things to grow. And we have the Lovers. The Lovers is a choice made from the heart. And that is also speaking to the Fearless card. So when we make choices from our heart, when we listen to our heart, we block out fear and we know what the right move is to make. Three of Wands. So we see this guy and he is on the shore looking out onto the world, waiting for his ships to come in. Temperance, and that is Spirit guiding you, protecting you as you make this fearless journey inward, as you spend some maybe uncomfortable time alone with yourself. There we are, the Five of Cups, maybe facing some sadness that we're able to block out with our routines and our autopilot mode of every day. There's also this sadness, I think, just in the outside world as to what is going on, of course. And we have the King of Swords, using your clarity of mind. Again, he looks pretty fearless, standing there with his sword. The King of Swords does not allow his emotions to get the better of him, does not allow the Five of Cups to keep him down for long. He uses his mind, his intellect, and his sense of clarity to make wise decisions, to make wise action, take wise action in the world. So we need a final card for Aries. And the World in reverse. Well, the world is definitely upside down right now. And it's funny because after I shuffled and I pulled your card and I looked at the bottom of the deck, it said, let your world spin on its axis. So maybe we will read that one as well, because it's sort of tied to this world in reverse. Number 7. My gift of disarray, of the chaos, where all seems upside down and inside out, is an offering to your soul in response to your deepest heartfelt prayers. There are times when change is needed in order for a dream to manifest. It may be too much for you to go through that change voluntarily. Too great is your fear of loss or attachment to your known world. Too radical is the transformation that is needed to support the manifestation of your dreams. Yet your heart aches for healing, freedom, and true expression. I answer your prayers with what is needed to bring them to fruition. Sometimes that means life will appear to be messy for a time, but know that this is nothing to fear. Tumultuous though it may appear at first, Soon it will take shape into a loving new form, gifted to you from me, your divine mother, who loves you without condition. Well, that is a really perfect message for now, and I'll screenshot this message too for you. And the healing process. We'll do after. Let's put this here with Fearless. So that's also, speaking of this Fearless card too, is allowing your world to spin on its axis, allowing for this chaos, and knowing that at the end there will be a better outcome for you. And I think at that time, when all of this is over, you'll see the benefits. You may not be able to see it right now, but you will see the benefits of going within, searching and searching for what your soul truly desires. Because the angel is here and she is concocting this new plan for your life. And you're waiting, you've been waiting for it here, wanting it, you've been calling it into you, and it's gonna turn your world upside down. There may be a sense of loss here in the Five of Cups, because whenever we leave an old situation, there's always a sense of loss. But I feel like you know this, because the King of Swords, he is very mentally clear, he's very aware of challenges, and he knows that things have to be cut away in order for new growth to happen. And the Lovers is here as well, and that is a new path, choosing a path that comes from your heart, choosing a path that maybe you wouldn't have chosen had your world not been turned upside down, had you not been forced to be still, be like the hangman, and receive some insight as to how you want to grow. So let's read the healing process actually for let your world spin on its axis. Healing process says, focus on this simple image of a circle with a dot in the center. Breathe in and out slowly and relax. Place both index fingers lightly on the dot, allowing your attention to focus on that central point without forcing or straining. Imagine your awareness becoming more relaxed, diffused, and conscious of your fingertips, pointing to and resting upon that central spot. Be softly aware also of the space around the dot, the space that extends out in all directions from that central point. When you are ready, after at least several slow breaths in and out, remove your fingers from the image. Say the following prayer aloud if possible. Wild Kuan Yin, who loves me without condition, help me stay strong enough in my center so I can be flexible and trusting of where and how life moves me. Bless me with your strength so I can surrender. Bless me with your love so I can release my fear, so I may feel more alive and encouraged by the changes happening with hope and the uncertainty inherent in change. Help me understand that the changes taking place in my life are as a result of my own wild nature seeking wholeness, fulfillment, and healing. Help me realize that I don't have to be in control for the best possible outcome to happen, that my own free will, so be it. You have completed the healing process. And Fearless, number 14. says, if you have a tea light candle or some other candle you wish to use, please do so for this process. You can also use a small crystal, a flower, or other object that feels special to you to represent your most positive, loving, fulfilling, and exciting future. Even if you have no idea what that would look like. Find a quiet place where you won't be interrupted and where you can safely light a candle without worry. For example, away from open windows, pets, or loose flowing fabric, obviously. If you are using an object other than a candle, then simply place that in front of you instead. Let's use my shell. Gaze at the candle or object for several moments as you breathe in and out slowly. Relax. Say aloud if possible. Fearless Kuan Yin, Mother of Courage, who loves me unconditionally, I call upon your protection, grace, healing, and strength now. Help me realize that I have so much courage in my heart already, that I have lived through hard and good times and still dare to dream and hope for a beautiful future. The time for courageous action is upon me. May I leap though I may be afraid. May I have courage though others may doubt. May I have forgiveness for any time I have leapt and stumbled, for any time I didn't trust or understand why things went the way they did. I let all of that go. I have learned from the past, but now I choose to let that go too. I focus completely upon the loving light, calling me forward into a more beautiful future than I have ever had before. I now know is the time to act. And so, with your grace and blessing, I act now with complete trust in myself and in you for the greatest good and through my own free will. So be it. Gaze at your candle or object again. If you are using a candle, imagine your prayer being released out to the universe as you blow out the flame. Or if you are using an object other than a candle, gently close your hand around it as you imagine your prayer being released out into the universe. Then, when you are ready, put your object down. Now put your hands in prayer position at your chest and bow your head. Light your candle or place your object where you can see it whenever you need to keep faith in your beautiful, radiant future. As you take your bold steps forward, you have completed your healing process. Thanks for watching and listening. If you stayed with me through that, have a great week, and thanks. Bye, Aries.